Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the fourth match with 8 snakes. This is fine. We don't have any of our, payoff cards, but it's fine. We can keep this. No Winding Constrictor, no Panharmonicon, but it's kind of okay. Blue-white, great. Blue-white control. We get Landware Elves, okay. We'll play Ether Hub, get an energy, pay an energy to add green, to play Landware Elves, and we will pass. They play another irrigated farmland, sure. We draw another Rishkar, well. Let's be aggressive, try to kill the opponent before they can stabilize, so why not? Counters on each, we could start attacking for 5 next turn, per turn. The problem is they're almost up to Settle the Wreckage mana already. So what good does it do, really? There was someone at my local gaming store who played this every week, and it was super fun. Super fun. It actually was kind of fun. It was always the toughest match each night, and I usually lost. I think I always lost. Don't know if I beat it. Maybe I beat it once. But it was fun. Opponent plays Magma Spray. Kills the Landware Elves. Alright. Opponent passes. We draw a Swamp. Sure. Play Woodland Cemetery. We will play Merfolk Branchwalker. Explore. We hit a land. Alright. Go to combat. Attack for 3. And we will pass after our opponent goes to 17, presumably. Yeah, okay. 17. Pass the turn. So, hitting that land isn't the worst. It means we're not going to draw it next turn. Opponent cycles an irrigated farmland, so they must be flooded. Don't think they would be cycling a farmland this early unless they have a whole lot of lands, which is good for us. Fantastic. That's what I want to see. But then they don't play a land. Alright, I don't know what's going on there, but we do draw a Winding Constrictor, so that's pretty good. It's gonna get countered probably. But let's go to combat first. Attack for 5. Opponent takes it, goes to 12, sure. Well, let's try to run it out, see what happens. Unfortunately, the best card in this matchup is without question Walking Ballista. It does resolve. Fantastic. But yeah, Walking Ballista is so good in this matchup because you can just sit there and, take it up every turn and they can't really, they don't have an answer for it except Fumigate. That's it. Sweltering Suns. That's the card I was trying to think of last game. Board wipe. Actually would have wiped our entire board, but they cycled it. I guess they don't have a second red source, and there it is. They do now. Play Sulphur Falls. Oh, well, okay. Or they just have 2 of them. Right, that was 2 of them. Yep, that's 2 of them. Sure is. Okie dokie. So all of our stuff is dead. Bristling Hydra. That's pretty good in this matchup too. Unfortunately, we don't have 2 green sources. That's annoying. So let's play Merfolk Branchwalker. We'll explore. Landware Elves is technically a second green source. It's just slow. But I'll keep it because it's a sure thing. And I'm going to pass. What I want to do with Bristling Hydra is I want to start dumping as many counters on that as possible because it has hexproof and that works really well against control. So if we have an opportunity to put counters on something, it's going to go on Bristling Hydra. That's why I didn't play Rishkar. Put a play Search for Azcanta. Pretty good. And Magma Spray. Also pretty good. And opponent passes. We draw the Landware Elves, which we're going to play. And we have nothing else to do. Pass the turn. Search for Azcanta is pretty good. It's really fun. I played it on Magic Arena in a Primal Amulet deck. And it was just super nice. Even though that deck was janky and bad, but playing for Search for Azcanta was nice. Can't afford it in online though. Too expensive. Long Tusk Cub. Sure. We're going to play Bristling Hydra. It's probably going to get countered though, isn't it? They haven't had much, but okay, there we go. Fantastic. It does resolve. Okay. So we get 3 energy, and now we have a hexproof threat in play. Search for Azcanta triggers. Yep, it's kind of nice. Super nice. But their only option now is Fumigate or Settle the Wreckage for Bristling Hydra. Without those, or Hour of Devastation. Yep. That works too. That does it. That does indeed do it. Opponent passes. Woodland Cemetery. Okay, we'll play that. Let's play Long Tusk Cub. Let's play Rishkar. Opponent plays Syncopate. Okay. Rishkar's gonna get countered, but that's fine. It's fine. Pass the turn. So opponent's getting to the point where they're pretty stable. They have a lot of life. They still have 12 life. They're gonna start using the Azganta to, filter their draws and draw exactly what they need at any given time. So it's looking bad. Let's attack with Long Tusk Cub. If this gets killed, then I think at that point we basically lost, and it looks like it is going to get killed. No, search for Azganta. So they're going to try to find a removal spell of some kind. Gets to Fury. Alright. So nothing. Let's pay 2 energy, get a +1/+1 counter. Opponent goes to 9. Second main phase, we're going to play Llanowar Elves. And we're going to pass. Yeah, it's just so difficult to get through this deck. Like, I don't know, all the removal is so good. There's just a lot of good stuff. Teferi's really good. Teferi's insanely good. The person who played this at my local gaming store was playing the win conditionless version. They also weren't playing Jeskai, they were just playing blue-white. But basically, no win condition except Teferi, and it was good enough. They untap 2 lands. Yep. Long Tusk Cub. Alright. Let's put a +1/+1 counter on Long Tusk Cub. It doesn't matter if we do it at instant speed. All the removal is going to be instant speed anyway. So it's fine. We'll put a counter on it. We'll go to combat. Let's attack Teferi. It needs to die. It's very important that it dies. And opponent is going to play Torrential Gearhulk, isn't it? 6 mana. That's going to be Torrential. Yes. God, I want to concede. I just want to concede. We can hold out, but I'm lagging now too. Torrential Gearhulk is causing me to lag. Magma Spray. Yeah, they're going to kill the Llanowar Elves with Magma Spray. And then they're going to block the Long Tusk Cub. Kill both of my things. If only Ravenous Chupacabra was instant speed. Yep, blocks the Long Tusk Cub. Play Ravenous Chupacabra. Kill the Gearhulk. Fantastic. And play Long Tusk Cub. So we are out of gas. This is it. This is our final stand, basically. Can we win with these 2 creatures with a frickin' Teferi in play? And our opponent 2 attacks away. 2 attacks away from death. The answer is probably no. Opponent plays or activates Azganta. Sure. Activates Teferi. Yep, it's pretty good. They're up to 5 cards in hand. And we draw a land. Now is not the time for those. Go to combat. We have to attack Teferi. If it ultimates, then we lose. So, attack Teferi. Teferi goes to 2. Pass the turn. I'm surprised they didn't kill stuff, but sure. Maybe we should have attacked 1 to Teferi, 1 to the opponent. That might have been better. Glimmer of Genius. Sure. Drawing more cards. Opponent activates Azganta. Opponent activates Teferi. Draws a card. Harnessed Lightning kills Long Tusk Cub. So now we cannot kill Teferi. We can bring him down to 1, but that's not good enough. Yep, they untap 2 lands. That's fine. And we draw Verdurous Gearhulk. They have 7 cards in hand. There's no way it's going to resolve. No way. But we're going to try. We have to try. Verdurous Gearhulk. Not going to happen though, right? They can't syncopate. They could disallow. And it's disallow. Alright, yep. So, I think we still have to attack Teferi. We have to keep him down. We're going to lose Ravenous Chupacabra. And our only chance is, having Teferi as low as possible. Because if it gets up to 8 counters, then, that's the end of that. So, Proto plays Ether Hub, gets an energy, sure. Ticks up Teferi, draws a card, activates Azganta, gets Harness Lightning. I haven't really been paying attention to what they've revealed. But yep, there we go. Harness Lightning kills Ravenous Chupacabra. Opponent untaps 2 lands. Being able to untap Azganta is pretty good, and we draw a land. Should we just concede? I mean, we're basically dead. Torrential Gearhulk? Yep, we're dead. So we're gonna bring in Duress. Duress for sure. Creature removal, not as good. We could probably bring in Gonti. Gonti's decent here. What do we take out? How about 1 Panharmonicon and probably a Verdurous Gearhulk because we can't really go wide. This isn't super. Oh, it's okay actually. Turn 2 Constrictor into Merfolk Branchwalker isn't bad. So sure, we do have Verdurous Gearhulk. We'll see how that goes. Probably not great, but this is fine. We'll play a Forest. Pass the turn. So hopefully we draw a swamp, but if we don't, we can use Ether Hub. That's fine. Opponent plays a tap land and passes. We draw a swamp. Fantastic. Play the swamp. Play Winding Constrictor. Pass the turn. So assuming it doesn't get, deaded. Next turn we get to Branch Walker. It could potentially get 2 counters. We get 2 counters from Ether Hub as well. Opponent taps for white and red. Harness Lightning, probably. A Braid. Well, that works too. Yep, okay. A Braid. Winding Constrictor is dead. Opponent passes. We draw Rishkar, which would have been so good with Winding Constrictor in play, but that's fine. I think I'm going to play Rishkar, I want damage. If it doesn't die, we can play Verdurous Gearhulk next turn. That would be good. We'll play Verdurous Gearhulk, put all the counters on itself, probably. Opponent passes, leaves up all their mana, so that's nice. Well, we'll play Ether Hub. Get an energy. Maybe we play double Merfolk Branchwalker instead. Changing my mind, but we'll play Branchwalker. Explore. We had more elves. Into the graveyard. Don't want it. We get a counter though. And Branchwalker. It explores. We get a land. Alright. Go to combat. Attack for 3. Opponent goes to a 17. So I'm expecting a board sweeper. Harness Lightning, okay. That kills Merfolk Branchwalker, sure. And now they have an energy for Sweltering Suns if that's what they want to do. Harness Lightning. Well, okay. That's gonna kill Rishkar. And opponent passes. We draw a Long Tusk Cub. I'm gonna run this Verdurous Gearhulk out, and what's gonna happen is they're going to have Syncopate for 1. Are you ready for Syncopate for 1? Or Essence Scatter. Well, that works too. Essence Scatter works too? Yep. So go to combat, attack for 2. But it goes to 15, and we will pass. So yeah, just not having Walking Ballista really sucks. Walking Ballista would be really good here. Teferi, yep. Most of their removal just doesn't work on Walking Ballista, so long as it's big enough. And we don't have it. Opponent ticks up Teferi, draws a card. Untaps 2 lands. Being able to draw a card and control, already really good, but then being able to untap lands is also just kind of insane. It means they get to spend all their mana and have it for removal on my turn. But we're going to attack the Fury because we have to. And then we're going to play Long Tusk Cub because, we don't have to, but we should. And then we're going to pass. I've lost so many times to Fury's ultimate. We have to attack it aggressively. It's just... that's how that has to work. Opponent drew a card, and now they're untapping stuff. Yep. And we draw Ravenous Chupacabra. Well, we have answers for the Gearhulk, if they draw onto it. But we'll go to combat, and we'll kill Teferi, provided that they don't die in combat, which they most likely will. Yep, opponent's gonna play stuff. Well, there's the Gearhulk. Unfortunately, Ravenous Chupacabra doesn't have flash, so they get to cast Harness Lightning. They'll kill one creature, block the other. It's just so good. This deck's so good. It's really good. So many good pieces. Teferi's really good. Torrential Gearhulk, really good. Search for Azganta, really good. Both of our things die. Second main phase, we will play Ravenous Chupacabra, and we will kill the Torrential Gearhulk, and pass the turn. So, Teferi's gonna go to 5. That's for sure. Yeah, there he goes. It's going to take 3 turns to kill him with just the Chupacabra, so that's not great. Opponent untaps 2 lands. We draw Ether Hub. Not useful. We get an energy. Go to combat. Attack Teferi. Because if he ultimates, we die. Torrential Gearhulk. Okay, that works. Targeting Harness Lightning. Sure. They just kill the Chupacabra. Okay. Well, we'll play the other Chupacabra, kill the Gearhulk, pass the turn. Alright. Opponent plays Search for Azganta. Absolutely. Untaps 2 lands. And we draw an Ether Hub. Well, let's attack Teferi, because he's getting dangerous. Well, 3 Gearhulks, okay. I was gonna say he's getting dangerously close to ultimating, but... yeah, Torrential Gearhulk, sure. Kills the Chupacabra, and now we're dead, I think. Pretty sure we're dead. Pretty sure that we're dead. Opponent plays Ether Hub, gets an energy. Opponent takes up Teferi, goes to 7, so 2 more turns and we're definitely dead. For sure. And then obviously the Torrential Gearhulk is also going to kill us in a few turns, so this is bad. Opponent attacks for 5, we're going to go to 15. Opponent untaps 2 lands. And we draw a forest. Fantastic. We'll play our Ether Hub, and we will pass. Get an energy. So in Teferi Ultimates, every single time they draw a card, they get to exile a permanent. And yeah, they just exile your entire board. It's kind of great. I'm just auto-yielding. It doesn't matter what our opponent does at this point. They can do whatever. Search for Scanta. Yep. They do flip it. Makes sense. Opponent attacks for 5. We go to 10. Draw Winding Constrictor. Well, it's a bit late for that. Play Winding Constrictor just for fun. Probably going to get countered. No? Alright, fantastic. Look at us. We have a Winding Constrictor in play. Opponent activates Search for Scanta. Reveals a Glimmer of Genius. Cast Glimmer of Genius. And plays a Braid. Ah, so good. They got to dig through their deck. They couldn't find an answer, but they got Glimmer, so they got to draw 2 more cards, and then they found a Braid. The deck's just insane. Opponent plays Teferi, or activates Teferi. So here we go. Every single time they draw a card now, they're going to exile a permanent, and we're dead in 2 turns from Gearhulk. Cycle Sweltering Suns, which will trigger the emblem. And they exile a land, and we're just going to concede, because Land or Elves, not going to get it done. Alright, well, that's match 4 with 8 snakes. Super fun, super fun. I'm sure you guys enjoyed watching that as much as I enjoyed playing it. But anyway, yeah, there we go, guys. That is the 4th match with 8 snakes, and we are 2-2, so not the best. But we still have 1 more match, and I guess it's always exciting when we're 2-2, because we could have a winning record, we could have a losing record. It all depends on the final match. So, as always, if you want to see the final match with this deck, check the description. There should be a playlist, and I will see you in the final match.